Hello and welcome back. Hmm, good background. Pretty in the dusk light. Well, proper night, I guess. Welcome back, friends. First, let's pick up a few more quests from around here and then I'll show you my new sword. Welcome. Are you here to speak with the Ornat, or are you returning to Tinudir? Both, kind of. One at a time.
Will you lend me your ear?
We do not know how long the Gauredine have been encamped within the pools of the Evanrils. They might have already done great damage to the lake. We must know what they are doing there. The Gauredine believe in nature and its abilities and powers, though they do not understand whence these powers derive. Here, therein lies the lack of wisdom, right? Hmm. Believe in nature and its abilities and powers, though they do not understand whence these powers derive. Do not use any powers whose origin or nature you're uncertain of. Very good general advice for everybody. While we use the virtues instilled therein by the Valar for good and healing, they use it for more nefarious purposes. They should have gathered up several pouches of herbs and plants they are using within the pools. Find and bring me these pouches. I may be able to determine what exactly they are poisoning the lake with, and if need be, may be able to concoct a cure. If need be, I'm sure we'll need that. Pouches of poison.
How can I be of service?
Take as many pouches as you can from the Gauredine. They may contain different combinations of herbs. Okay?
Will you lend me your ear?
I have devised a plan to deal with the Gauredine and have proposed it to Erkil. She agrees on this course of action. Well, I'm glad you elves agree between yourselves. Or among yourselves, if there are more than two of you. Haha. As for this plan, we, and by that I am afraid I mean you, sure, people are always afraid like that I have to do everything for them, shall steal several of the wards that the Gauredine have scattered about their encampments. These wards are simple tribal symbols, commonly used to keep evil spirits at bay by superstitious cultures. Okay. That is not to say that such spirits do not occasionally roam the world in one form or another, but I am afraid a simple chunk of wood would do little to deter them. Sure. In any case, I need to gather several of these and bring them to me. I need you to gather several of these and bring them to me. Then we can embark on the rather more clever part of this plan, which doesn't involve your brain but mine. Wards of the Gauredine. Okay,
What do you need?
bring me the wards of the Gauredine. Okay, nice and simple here, okay? And we have one more quest. I have no hope left for these lands. Oh, come on now. Why are we doing all these quests then, huh? Why are you asking me to do all this stuff? Come on. Jeez.
Mind my words, traveler.
You mean your words about how desperate you are? No, I'm not minding those words of yours. I'm afraid that speaking with the Gauredine is unlikely to buy us anything. They're very nearly feral creatures, and the influence of the orcs means they're unlikely to look upon elves, such as myself, kindly at all. If they discover us here, there is very likelihood that they will attempt to drive us out, and while neither Longbow nor I would allow it, to have such bloodshed occur on our very doorstep would wound Litu, sorry, Lituifin deeply, and I would not wish to invoke him so. Even though he already instructed me to kill people, and that's fine by him, so I don't know. As long as it's not here around him, I guess he's fine. I would ask you to hunt down some small number of their hunters and warriors, yeah, just a small number, maybe 5, 8, 13, whatever, that have wandered south of the river. Not so many as to cause them grievous hurt, because if you kill 13 people, you can't cause grievous hurt to other people, sure, no. How is that possible? But enough to warn them that these lands are not theirs, nor are they welcome here. It will also be best if you could find one of their leaders, for such tribes are often deeply superstitious, and the loss of such a leader can set them aback greatly in fear. Do not be fooled by my voice, the fact that I'm a female or that I am an elf. I'm still a bloodthirsty creature. Yes, hunting the hunters.
Megavonnen,
You will not have to search far for the Gauradine that roam these forests. I fear it is only a matter of time now before they discover us here at the Eve Spires, unless you can deter them from coming south of the river by killing a bunch of them. How nice. Okay, what else?
might you spare a moment of your time?
It used to be a rare sight to see a longbow weep. In the many years I have been here with him, it happened once, maybe twice, per year. Well, in the many years that adds up, huh? Usually when a sapling he knew got snapped in a storm. I see. Over these past few months, it has happened more frequently. The pain Evendim is feeling is slowly killing him. While these tears are created from pain and evil, they are a great force for life and good. What? I didn't understand that. While these tears are created from pain and evil, they are a great force for life and good. What? No, no, nonsense. Take this vial. It contains a few tears which I gathered last week. Pour them into the pool. I guess, well, the tears are created, or like, yeah, they're not made from pain and evil. They're not sourced from pain and evil, necessarily. I guess the evil caused the ant to cry, but his tears are not evil. You know what I mean? So okay, I mean it's interesting. I get it, but still, like it's the way it's put. It's like yeah, as long as you cry tear of pain, they'll be healing for other stuff, not just for yourself. Maybe. Pour them into the pool at the top of the Avon rails. The waters will be purified and restored. Tears of purity and evil and sadness or pain. Yeah, great. Okay.
What can I do for you?
I do not know how the tears can hold this much virtue, right? I can't either. But much about our friend here is a mystery. Okay, fair enough. He's a very mysterious ant, not your regular ant, so maybe that's why. Okay, so let's make sure we don't have any meta quests active, because that will confuse us. Okay, so where are we? Well, I think we should more or less generally head towards in this direction. I mean, so climb up this major hill here. Wait, do you provide a boat service where I pay you and you move me from here to the other end? Let me see. Where are you? Where are you, boat person? What's your name? Remenilf. Yeah, so I pay you. Yeah, travel destinations.
Megovanen.
Just kidding. They're far away. Never mind. I was just, trying to tease him if I could. That he just provides transport over a few feet of water. But that's just me being silly, of course. Oh yes, and now it's time for me to show you my new sword. So, I spent lots of gold for it. But I said, well, I've accumulated plenty of money lately, so why not? So my old sword was pretty decent. 40 level 41 item level, and very decent still for me. But look at the equipment. It's a mirrored Westernese great sword of combat. Item level 43, minimum level 40, which I'm just became level 40, and it's a blue level item. So it's compared to my old one, sure I lose a bunch of morale, but I don't care. I have plenty of morale. I am rather see increase in my offense powers than my defense one. So I gained 15 agility and 87 critical rating, which is a lot. Not to mention that the damage per second on the new sword is higher, 28.5 instead of 26.3. So it's a massive improvement in terms of defense capabilities, and that despite my old sword being pretty decent for my level. So I'll just easily deal with anything. Not that I had difficulty defeating creatures, don't get me wrong, I did not. But it's good to be efficient, It's good to grant painless death if I could, instead of like keep whacking at people until they die from a very painful death, you know what I mean? Anyways, so here I got distracted, so let's see. More vicious dogs. I guess they like dogs around them, huh? Yeah, they have dogs on them. Which, hey, I mean, that's fine. Well, not dogs, really wolves. And here's our first Gauradine tribesman. Another one here. And let's see. A stark moonlight now. Beautiful. Well, I guess a stark starlight. Because I don't see the moon. Okay, what are we to do here other than defeat Gauradine? I think we have to do more than that. There's a tribesman here. Okay, let's spare the square over there. Come to me. Defeat the Gauradine soothsayer as well. Okay. But I feel like, well, we have more business here. With, let's see. We need to gather Gauradine wards. Yes. Okay. How do we do that? Let's see. Oh yeah, I see one over there. Wow, that's a pretty cool place, guys. It's like a narrow path in between steep mossy rocks. Pretty cool. This Gauradine ward was probably fashioned to keep dark spirits at bay. Okay. Collected Gauradine ward. Okay. So, you know, the elves were a little wiser about the Gauradine. They called them superstitious. They didn't call them primitive. Not that there is no primitiveness in being superstitious. There is. But the thing is that so-called non-primitive people and non-primitive civilizations are just as superstitious, so, you know, I think that's a more accurate statement about the Gauradine than being primitive. Wow, so many wolves. There are more wolves than dogs, or more wolves than Gauradine, so I'm not sure if I would be able to have to defeat like 100 wolves just to defeat 10 Gauradine. That's how I feel. Okay, this guy is a Gauradine soothsayer. Alright. And what is this here? It's a Gauradine spear. This spear is of considerably finer work than anything else crafted by the Gauradine. Yeah, it's pretty fancy. Where did it come from? Don't ask me, man. I don't know nothing. Collected Gauradine spear. Okay, we have to gather more wards. Okay. Pretty cool path, though. It's a very nice nature path. I wish we were just friends, guys, with both the wolves and you guys. And we could have been, but for everybody trying to say, hey, please defeat a few of those, a few of them, here and there and everywhere. Because they're primitive and they don't know what they're doing. And yes, that's how it all starts. As if the advanced, non-primitive people do not use, like, weapons and don't spoil nature. Only the primitive ones do, huh? Not so fast. I need this sword, okay? Okay, so let's see. More gorge stalkers. Good, okay. Do we care about those? No, the tribesmen we already defeated enough, but you know. What is this? A Gauradine basket. This object is a tribal artifact of the Gauradine. It is some sort of crude basket, but the meaning of the inscriptions and devices upon it remain a mystery. I wouldn't call this a crude basket. I mean, look at it, guys. Okay, it's a finely woven basket, uniform, symmetrical. How is this crude? Okay, can you make a less crude, like a less crude basket easily? I don't think so. Okay, collected Garodan basket. Okay, again, the prejudice. They're primitive. All they do is crude stuff. All they do is despoil nature. Well, us non-primitives, we're so much better, you know. We respect nature day and night, and our weapons are refined, so somehow that's better. Great. Okay, so we still need to defeat Garodine Gorge Stalkers and gather more wards, or one more ward really. Okay. And since they count for Slayer deeds anyways, I guess we'll keep enjoying our stride here on this path. It's a tribesman. Okay, well, we know. Unfortunately, we have to defeat quite a few of those, no matter what. Aha, here's the final war that we needed. Okay, that's well. Okay, a tribesman. Okay, so let's see. There is a gorge stalker. Okay. And then we have to find the pool at the top of the Evan Rails. Tears of Purity. Let's check on this guy. Oh, that's far from here. Beyond the Gloaming Falls, though, we have to find a solution to the riddle. Okay, why not head this way, guys? Since we have to deal with the Gaurdan anyways further. We might as well try to see, whether we'll finally solve this riddle, or we won't. Yes, the riddle said, high atop Doe Headir, beyond the Gloaming Falls, Wolfkin men, which are the Gaurdan, will guard my last. So that's kind of ambiguous, but I think it might mean that we will be done. Okay, another Gorge Stalker, but we still need to defeat 2 more. Really, the problem is not defeating them, but finding them. Pretty cool, though. Sorry, I feel ashamed of myself for having to kill so many wolves, but apparently they breed them right. They breed them like crazy, so I'm not concerned about their overall population. They're just in my way and attack me right away, so I just don't have a choice. You know, I can't even avoid them on those narrow paths, you know. Okay, is this a tribesman? Tribesman, aha, Gorge Stalker there. Okay, good. Come on, guys. Come to me. Yes. Very well. And this is the last Gorge Stalker we need for the purposes of the quest. Great. Now next. Okay. Beyond the Gloaming Falls. I like the title of this quest. Okay. So where is it? Ah, over there. I see it. I just recognize the regular. The stone markers are always the same everywhere around the Vendim. The ones that were part of the riddle, guys. Look. Okay, let's see what happens now. The stone marker is surrounded by signs of digging. If it once marked the location of the treasure, it has surely been found. Really? Again? The marker bears an inscription, all but worn away by the passage of time. The inscription on this stone marker is barely legible, But these words can just be made out. The end of your search lies at the beginning. Oh, my treasure was always there, but you did not see. Oh, foolish me. This new riddle may reveal the true location of the treasure. Yeah, we were looking at the wrong things. There and back again. Very funny. Very funny. Okay. So, at this point, um, a howling in the hills. Oh yeah, finding Nat Rapkins is our next quest. But how about us guys return to the Eve Spires down there and return all those quests that we've completed and take it from there. Let me check. Yeah, that should be good. That should be good. Okay, here we are, or our sword first materialized even before us. Let's talk to Remenilf.
What do you need?
Good, we have done exactly as I asked. I hope the Garudine were not too much trouble. No, they weren't, and that's the problem. Why exterminate them? In any case, now we have what we need to begin setting our final plan into motion, which Erkio will describe to you. And, well, I didn't really mean it, exterminate them, but like, just slaughter them. Okay, so that's that. He won't tell me anything further for now. I feel pain in the soil, the trees, and the water.
How can I be of service?
Ah, I see you have returned with the relics of the Gauradine. Excellent. They're crude as I expected. Oh, stop with that. But they also show more sinister signs. Some of the work is influenced by the customs of orcs and goblins. The relationship is distant, and perhaps they have had no dealings with each other for some considerable time, but it does not bode well for our chances of coming to a reasoned understanding with them, I'm afraid. Well, at this point, it's too late to come to a reasoned understanding with them if we've killed like 50 of them, you know? The Tuifin. Okay. The Tuifin, standard temperaments aside. Oh, he's so tender. Yes, sure. I fear that our next course may best be one of decisive action. Hopefully, he will not be too upset with me. I don't think. You're meant for each other. You're married, and I can see why. 3 superior spiced apple pies, sweet and flavorful, made with fresh Shire apples. How do you? Wait a second. Fresh Shire apples? How did you procure those here, all the way here? Really? In this remote area where I had to swim through the entire lake, and somehow you have fresh Shire apples? Are you kidding me? Superior stews of kings. A meal such as this would be prepared for a king and his knights on the eve of battle. Okay, what's in it though? Or superior steak and kidney pies. A meat pie made with beef and lamb kidneys. Very nutritious, of course, but oh boy, I'll get this, of course, because I'm curious how did you get access to fresh apples here? Anyhow,
What can I do for you?
it seems you have fought well against the Cowardine, but from your descriptions of their savagery, you mean my savagery, I realize that I have been hasty and foolish myself. Forgive me. I have fought a great many battles and lost many things I have cared for, and become something of a creature of habit. The way of the sword comes to my hand, and thoughts as readily as breathing. Not good, and I fear it may always be so. As a champion, I can relate, but it's not good. I have misjudged the Gauradine. They're feral and brutal, perhaps, but unlike the craven orcs and goblins, it seems they are yet unbowed and carry a great pride with them. Sure, they will not be cowed by such an assault. I will consult with the Tuifin on the matter, for he is gentler, really, because he only asked me to kill 5 instead of 8 of them, and in his own manner a more clever elf than I, and certainly his mind is less clouded with thoughts of glory long lost. We will speak again shortly when I have had more time to consider our next course of action. Fine.
What do you need?
With those things done, it is now time to draw the line.
Mind my words, traveler.
Now then, as a warrior of some renown, I'm all too accustomed to doing battle, and always I contend with and offer the threat of that. Always I contend with and offer the threat of that. Great, great for you, elf. Against such mean foes as goblins and orcs, this threat itself is often sufficient to break their spirits and send them back into the darkness unless they're driven by powerful masters. But not so with the Gauradine. As Lituifin has reminded me, men such as they, who are still free of spirit and pride, often place greater value upon the unseen and unfelt worlds than they do upon their own lives. Fair enough. The words were the clue, and it is this that we shall play upon to keep our respective camps safely separated. You may have noticed a number of Gauradon markers along the shore of the river just north of here. Those mark the current boundaries of the Gauradon's territory, at least as they see it. But they do not in any way prevent them from crossing further into our stretch of the forest. That we shall now change. I have changed the words you brought me and added a few flourishes. Really? Why? If you add these to the boundary markers, they will no longer represent mere territorial boundaries, but words of doom to the Gauradine. Oh, so you know their language? You speak their sign language and symbolic language? A warning that put any who cross put their very spirits into absolute peril. The Gauradine may not respect our swords and bows, but this they shall not lightly ignore. Sure, false words.
What do you need?
This final task should be quite simple. The markers you seek can be found along the northern bank of the river that runs by the eave spires. Okay, let's see. I think that's an excellent point for us to end this episode. We've done plenty. We got upset by the elves who um, pretend to respect all life, but then don't mind if so-called primitive men are killed, and also somehow they have fresh apples from the Shire. It's I my opinion of elves has gone down lately, at least with those here. Anyways, enjoy life. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourselves, plural, of course. And I'll see you soon for more adventures. Goodbye.